It has been a lifelong goal of Dr. Boacheje to make people stand straight, breathe better, and live a normal life.
It's a passion that I have had ever since I was a child. So all along I wanted to be a healer.
This is a newly opened Focus Orthopedic Hospital in the Republic of Ghana. The hospital's mission is to provide quality and comprehensive orthopedic care to adults and pediatric populations in underserved communities.
Focus vision is to be able to establish a sustainable infrastructure systems so that we can develop capacity in Ghana and West Africa and train professionals to deliver state-of-the-art orthopedic care.
Dr. Boachi believes that complex spine surgeries could and should be provided in developing countries. Ghana is Dr. Boachi's homeland, and after receiving degrees from the Cornell Medical College, New York Presbyterian Hospital, and Columbia University, he was eager to bring back his knowledge and experience as an orthopedic surgeon to the country of his birth.
This is not only an individual, a countryman that you should be proud of, but for him to bring his expertise home, for him to take his own funds and build a world-class hospital.
I've always maintained that the Focus project is God's gift to the people of Ghana and the West African sub-region, made possible through the vision of one man, Dr. Oheneba Boachi Adjei.
To accomplish this, he envisioned a single specialty dedicated hospital staffed by Ghanaian doctors and nurses trained by the best and brightest medical professionals from all over the world.
And as you can see around the room, we have all local staff, and that's the goal, is that eventually we will have the local staff doing the procedures, which is the vision that I have that will make it sustainable.
There is a significant lack of health care for Ghana's population of over 25 million. Life expectancy of a child born this year is just 6.5 years. Many young adults here suffer from moderate to severe scoliosis caused by childhood infections like tuberculosis and polio. These viruses can penetrate the spinal vertebra, causing life-threatening curvatures of the spine that may constrict breathing. Left untreated, the spine can become deformed as the patient grows and develops.
Most of the patients that we've been treating have spinal problems, especially the children with spine deformities. And they are from all over West Africa, and some are from other parts of Africa, like Tanzania.
And so it's like catch them young and treat them and add, to their life.
Adults also face crippling knee and joint problems that make walking painful and often excruciating. Because of this lack of health care, in 1998, Dr. Boachi led the first team of Focus medical volunteers to Ghana. Using borrowed or rented space to perform their complex surgery, the team soon realized that a dedicated space was desperately needed. Through the generosity of donors and supporters, Focus broke ground for its own hospital in late 2008 when it acquired a 10-acre plot of land in the Accra metro area. In 2012, Dr. Oheneba Boachi's dream became a reality when the brand new Focus Hospital opened its doors in Accra, Ghana. The 50-bed dedicated facility provides comprehensive services that includes ambulatory services, diagnostics, pharmacy, laundry, physiotherapy, outpatient consultation, and surgical suite with 2 operating rooms. It's the most advanced of its kind in West Africa.
Many of our volunteers that come here say that our facility is comparable, if not better than, many of the Western hospitals.
The instrumentation and the implants that we're using here are exactly the same instrumentation and implants that a patient would have access to if the patient was having surgery at the Hospital for Special Surgery in New York. And the same equipment, the same devices that we are using here are exactly the same things that you'll find over there.
As a non-profit organization, Focus Hospital hugely relies on funds from donors and philanthropists to run the hospital's day-to-day activities. Many individuals and organizations have been very kind to us, and we are most grateful. In appreciation, we have named the various blocks at the hospital after some of the people who have contributed immensely to the establishment of the Focus Hospital.
Also, we did involve the government early on in the beginning. So we were able to obtain a grant from the government for 1.5 million in the beginning when we were building. So that helped us erect the foundations and get things going. Besides, we have also worked very closely with the Ministry of Health. So the Ministry of Health is basically our co-consignee. So all the containers and all the shipment and all the import that we have brought into the country, including our vehicles, all consigned to Focus and the Ministry of Health. With that type of support, we don't have to be levied with extensive duty fees.
4 times a year, teams of up to 20 to 45 volunteers travel to the Focus Hospital to provide their services.
After some 15 years, we continue to have a very strong volunteer contingency. They come from Japan, Spain, US, Greece. All of the volunteer surgeons that are a part of our program are considered the top surgeons in the areas that they come from.
I believe I come to Ghana because of predominantly the influence of Dr. Boakye, as well as my brother, Dr. Boakye, who's the founder of Focus, has been very influential in my life. He's a dear friend, and certainly the work that he has done here has changed the life of countless people. That work has inspired me to come here, as well as the people that come with me. I think also on a personal level, we enjoy it tremendously. We've made a lot of wonderful friends here, both the people that work here and also the patients that we've taken care of.
Since its inception, Focus volunteers have completed over 1,000 corrective spinal operations and have evaluated over 20,000 patients. Each mission trip brings new challenges, new breakthroughs, and builds new relationships with patients that will last a lifetime.
Well, to date, after the completion of this trip, we will have done over 200 joint replacements. I think that alone probably is our greatest accomplishment that we've done here. Experiences are countless with each patient, but also, as I mentioned, with the people that we've met and the things that we've seen here, both in the hospital and out of the hospital.
Today, Dr. Boakye's dream is growing. The Focus Hospital staff now includes 150 full and part-time employees. The Focus USA staff also supported organizing volunteer trips, fundraising, marketing, and leadership. Professional development and in-service sessions are held for the Ghana staff on topics including patient safety, confidentiality, and infection control.
Dr. Oheneba Boakye Adjei is considered one of the top spine surgeons in the world.
Through the courtesy of Dr. Boakye and Focus Hospital, adults with complex spine deformities, shoulder, knee, and joint problems have all been cured, and they are now living their normal lives.
I was born with a spine deformity. As I was growing, my back was curling, my legs were curling, and my parents were worried. When we got to Focus, they took pictures of me, they took my history and some other vital information. After everything, Focus told me I had to go in for surgery. I was very scared. I was scared because I've heard people die on surgical tables. I was praying. And
thankfully, Pascaline had a successful operation and her spine deformity has been corrected. She's now very healthy and comfortably goes about her day-to-day activities without any problem or difficulty.
I prayed and I said to God, thank you very much for seeing me through.
This problem started somewhere 2004. That's a bilateral hip. Of course, I did the first operation in 2004. And then in 2012, I started feeling another pain in my right hip. So somebody introduced me to Focus. As at that time, I didn't even know Focus was in Ghana. If I had known Focus was established in 1998, when I experienced my problem in 2001, I would have done it in Focus. Because after coming here to see what they are doing, in fact, there's no need going to America to do any bilateral hip replacement. Professor Boachi is a wonderful man. Actually, we all have to hold him like an egg.
When I had a challenge with my spine, and I was told I needed surgery. Skeptics were those who felt that spine surgery can only be done abroad. They suggested America, England, or South Africa. Well, I had heard of Focus. In fact, I had consulted Focus with my cervical spondylosis, which developed into a spinal problem. And I had hope in Dr. Boachi and his people. And I was convinced that I could be handled well at Focus in Ghana. So I went and had the surgery at Focus, and I've never regretted the professional approach to patients. I can never forget. Within 8 days, I was back on my feet with my physiotherapy, and at the moment I can say that I am well, and I believe that is one hospital that needs every encouragement and support for it to become a pride of Africa. I have hope in Focus.
But the journey has not been all smooth for Dr. Boachi, as there are some challenges facing the hospital, and he would love to have some support from the government especially.
And also implore the government to come to our aid in helping with the infrastructure, especially the surroundings. Now we have an access road that goes to the main road, which is still dirt road. And when we have patients who have surgery on their backs and their hips, up and down, it's bumpy. You know, it's not very clean, and it also bringing dust into the environment. So if we can get the access roads on the premises constructed, that will be a huge help for us.
In addition, Focus has established a children's fund to support needy children from less privileged families who would need a surgery to survive.
Now, children with spinal deformities have a shortened life if you do not intervene. So for a child to be able to have this kind of life-saving operation, even if they can't afford it, we have to find a means to help them.
We have actually implemented a children's fund which will help us sponsor the children that come to us who are unable to afford the care that they need.
And then the goal is to get the kid back to how it was before, or even better. We want to get the kid to be as normal as possible, to go about his or her activities of daily living as normal as possible. So we aim for the highest.
So supporters and benefactors can call into the hospital hotline 0302 215 900. They can call into that hotline and ask for Efua Asumanin about the Children's Fund. We're also going to post it on our website. So individuals can go on the website, orthofocus, orthofocus.org. At the website, there is a page that says Donate Now. you can donate to the Children's Fund on the website.
We would be glad to receive your support and donations. So let us all help Focus Hospital give life to these needy children.